everybody! Renderman333 here, and I'm gonna do a little mod showcase, something I've never really done before, because I'm just trying to figure out some mods for a possible future series that I might want to have, possibly. So, today's mod that I am going to be working with, hold on just a second, hold on just 1 minute, okay, is the Archimedes Ships Mod. Now, didn't put as much time as I should have into these little builds, but pretty much, here's how it works. There's a couple of different blocks that you can get. Spooky music in the background and whatnot. So in this mod, so pretty much what this mod does is it allows you to make airplanes. Like this is my little airship that I made. It's really ugly. And then over there is a little boat. So there are the key to everything in this mod is this, the ship's helm. So if we were to say click on it, we could rename our ship to whatever we wanted. So I could name it the Epic Ship, and then done rename it. I could assemble it, so it will say everything that we need here. So when I click assemble, it'll say the name of it, the status, which is okay to fly, type, which is just ship, blocks 1, air balloon 0, we'll get into that later in tile entities 1, and we can mount it. And now, this is as basic as it gets. We are on our own little boat. Now of course, we're gonna want to make this thing faster, but before we get into that, and look more pretty, but before we get into that, I want to show you some of the controls. So if you push equal, it'll line it up with a block, because as you can see, if I was to get off here, it's all like corner type of thing, like how it's not really aligned with all the blocks. So if I push equal, it'll line up with the blocks, and if I push backslash, it'll make it not a ship anymore. So when I right click it, it'll bring up this menu again. So we'll get out of here. So, but now we need to make it an actual boat or flying ship. So these things are called shore buffers, and these can go on the sides of shore, or here I used it as a pad for the airship, because when you're building a ship, the ship can't connect to these. Because say if you were building your ship, how it works is whatever blocks are connected to the helm, it'll detect as a ship. So right now, it'll detect this entire landmass that I'm on is the ship. So you're gonna want to build it either like on these or next to these. Make sure that they're not touching any other blocks. So we'll just make a little small ship here. So, oh my god, sorry about that. Usually I don't have music on. Okay, so if you want to make it just a water boat, you're going to need these things called floaters. Now what they do is, say if we were to go over here to the water and build it, or I don't have to build it, I could just show you the one I built over here. So these things right here are the floaters. And this is just, it comes with these little nice seats that people can sit in. So if you were to go here, we click assemble ship, and then we can mount it. Now, as you can see, the floaters allow me to go quickly over water, and it's a really cool animation too with a boat. So if we go into F5 mode here, you can see I am actually a boat. Now, as you can tell, we're really not going fast here, are we? So let's push equal to line it up, and then backslash to make it that way we can continue to build on it. That's why there's these things called steam engines. So if I was to say put a steam engine here, now we have to have something to power it with, so like that's coal. So we get some coal in it, and now we assemble the ship and mount it. Now, as you can see, we're going a lot faster, and there's also that really cool particle that comes out. Let's turn the boat around here. Oh, we're on land. We are on land. Please get back to the water. Now I made this boat with these air balloons. That way it can also fly, if I wanted it to, which is really cool. Let's lower this baby down. Or let's just push equal and backslash and get out of this. Boom! And there it is. And then there's this ship that I made, which is just an airship. It's not really made to go on water. But as you can tell, there's a lot of these steam engines filled with fuel. And this is another cool thing that I wanted to show you. Even while the ship is like moving and stuff, as you can see, there's a redstone piece here. If I was to say assemble the ship and mount it, and now you can tell our ship is like moving around, and we're like doing stuff with this, and then we push equal and we make it not a ship anymore. That redstone piece is still in there. There's still coal in there, and if I was to have a furnace going, the furnace would still work, and it works with plenty of other mods as well. So let's assemble this ship and mount it, and just show you how fast it goes now. It does go really fast. I don't think there's coal in those. Ah! We're gonna run on the mountain! So you push, here's the controls now for this. So I told you that the equal button is locking it to blocks. And then backslash button makes it not a ship anymore, so you can walk on it and continue to place blocks on it and stuff. Because if I was to say assemble the ship, mount it, and then equal it, and then just dismount, it'll parachute me off of the ship, and the ship will fall. So that's not something you want to do. But now, here's a cool thing. Now it's just a boat, so I can like push it like a boat, and then right-click it anywhere to make it like a boat. So be mindful of that you're going to want to disassemble the boat when you're not using it, or the ship when you're not using it. So equal to lock it to whatever block, and then backslash. Oh, that was forward slash backslash. What am I doing? So, there's also these things called measurement gauges. They're kind of aesthetic. They honestly don't have a purpose to them. But that's okay because, I mean, they look cool. They really do. Now, one thing you need to know is with these air balloons, which is what you use to make them fly, you have to 40% of whatever you build has to be these air balloons. So if the ship is disassembled, so we can check. Right now, 42% or 68 out of the 159 blocks that this ship is made of is air balloons, and if it was any less than 40%, you can't fly with it. So be mindful of that. And yep, this is the Archimedes Ships mod. So thank you guys all for watching. This has been Brenderman333, and if you want to download this mod for yourself, go ahead and check the description down below, and I should have put something down there for you to get this mod and mess around with your own world. It's a fun mod, I'm not gonna lie. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just the possibilities. I think it's up to 2,000 blocks as well that you can build. So imagine just like a 2,000 block airship in the sky. That would be awesome. Thanks for watching.